Hey guys, it's Bang for Buck PC Gamer here, and it's that time again for the annual releases of the football games. I'm going to be testing Pro Evolution Soccer 2016. Unfortunately, I do have a few bad things to say about this game before I even kick a ball, and I'm going to start off by saying Konami has pretty much shafted us PC gamers once again by not giving us the next gen version of the game. They've got no excuse to do it. And funnily enough, they're using the Fox engine which was used to make Metal Gear Solid 5. We had a perfect PC port between that on the PC, so they got no excuse not to give us a full version of Pro Evolution Soccer 2016 on the PC. The hardware nowadays are more than capable, and it's just basically shocking, really. Anyway, apart from that, I just want to talk about the settings that you are allowed to choose from. There's not much going on when it comes to settings. I currently use a 4K monitor which runs at 3840 by 2160. I was very disappointed not to find that resolution supported among the list of resolutions you can choose from. So I did have to settle for 2560 by 1440. Still a good resolution to play at, considering most of us do still play at 1920 by 1080. Look at the settings you have to choose from: low, medium and high. This goes to show you all the optimization that's been done for this game. Specifications, if you want to know what I'm running an Intel i7 4790K. That's a quad-core CPU with 8 threads, 16 gigabytes of Corsair Vengeance Pro Series memory that runs at 2400 megahertz, and I'm running a single Nvidia GTX 980Ti. So my specs are way overkill for this game. They recommend operating systems Vista, Windows 7 and 8 and 8.1. You need an Intel i3 530, that's their recommended, not even their minimum, and 2 gigabytes of RAM on your system, and basically a DirectX 9 compatible video card such as the GeForce 7950 and the ATI Radeon HD 2400, which tells you all you need to know about how good the game's going to be able to look. So anyway, moving on, I'm going to show you some gameplay now and tell you what I think about the game and what they've done right and what really has been done poorly. Okay, so I'm going to do an exhibition match. I'm a Manchester United supporter, so I'm going to go with Manchester United, and I choose a team that's pretty decent. That's Real Madrid. I really don't like Real Madrid for obvious reasons, but I know they got a massive fan base as well, so I respect that. So I will choose them for the showing off the game. So first off, what I can say that they've improved on since the last version is you now get to see your teams walk out to the pitch again. For some reason they disabled that feature on Pro Evolution Soccer 2015 on the PC last year. Graphics are pretty average. I mean, the character models themselves look pretty good. Some of the faces are decent. David De Gea there looking pretty much like his real life counterpart. But if you ever look at the crowd, it's terrible. They look 2D. Look like they're being drawn by a 4-year-old, really. Another thing I want to touch on is just the overall lighting of the game. There's no ambient occlusion. It's really basic stuff, and it's not great at all. The game is locked to 60 frames per second. You've got no possible way of actually disabling VSync, and believe me, I have tried. So the game is stuck at 60 frames per second for now. Obviously I went over my specs earlier, and you guys already know my system is way overkill to play this game, and for some reason there's quite a bit of stuttering in the game. I mean, the game is still running at 60 frames per second while the stuttering is actually happening, so it's definitely not a frame rate issue, but it must be something to do with how the game engine's performing. So hopefully Konami can bring out a patch for that and get this game sorted out, because it does make the game not feel too fluid and it does ruin the experience, in my opinion. Another thing they have actually improved on, and I can honestly say they finally have, is the commentating. The commentators seem to be a lot more enthusiastic about what's going on, and say your winning's like 3-0, they'll have unique commentary to actually talk about that. So for example, they'll be telling you to completely freshen the team, or you're running away with it. Another thing is they seem to I've taken the time to actually say every other character's name, which is good. Sometimes they don't even say the footballer's name, depending on how well known he is, but they seem to say every single name in the squad, which is really nice. Gameplay wise, I've got no real complaints. The pace of the game is pretty decent, and it works well. It feels like you can have a good game of football. When you're on a break, your strikers or whatever attacking forward you've got will curve their run just to keep on side, so and they run into space quite intelligently. They'll try and tell you where to put the ball as well by pointing to open space. Defenders push up and push down and try to mark the defenders more tightly.
And it's Bale. Looks to slip it through. It's Benzema! Goal! Real Madrid!
Yeah, I love the finish, but I think had the pass been delayed for just a second longer, I think he would have been flagged offside, and I think you have to praise them all round on that one, from the pass and the finish.
Overall, the actual, from a footballing perspective, the game is pretty good. It's just that it could be so much better with the way Konami have given us this current gen version, which is, we deserve more basically. I think that it's no excuse really to be dumbing down the version of the game. If you look at FIFA 16, it's a complete an exact same version between the PlayStation 4 and the PC. They realized that PC gamers actually do play football games, so if you want to sell your game, you need to start stepping it up, Konami, really. Anyway guys, that's it for me. I'll just finish off showing you guys one half of the game, and you guys can make up your own mind about it. Currently, to tell you to buy this game in its current form, I wouldn't say go ahead and do it. I think if you can get it for cheap on Steam for like £25 or something, then it's worth it. Apart from that, Konami haven't really given me a real reason not to buy FIFA 16 this year, so it's a bit disappointing, as I do like playing both games.
Martial finds himself offside. Marcelo, James, Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Martial. Who's going to make this theirs? Oh, it's Memphis Depay. It's Memphis Depay! Sergio Ramos gets good distance on it. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. James with the ball through. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, once the keeper lost control of that, it could have gone either way, but it was a good reaction from the defender.
Hoists it high, done very well to intervene. Modric. Memphis Depay. Now it's Martial. Martial. Tremendous from Martial! Manchester United are back on level terms. Pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Look, I don't want to take anything away from the finish because he ghosted his way into position, but where was the communication in that defence? Who was taking charge? Nobody.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, in a tight game like this, there was always going to be little to separate them, but he really made that count.
Memphis Depay. And it's Rooney. Looks like a good ball through. Shaw drills one in. Oh, great low ball in.
Oh, how has that not ended up in the back of the net? There was a cracking ball in the way he drilled it across and kept it down too.
There he is, making his presence felt.
He's just a nightmare for any defence. His movement, his pace, his anticipation, it's on another level. It's so hard for any defence to contain that.
Daniel Carvajal. Schneiderlin does well there, alert, aim forward, Martial. He's off on a marauding run. And Pepe, Toni Kroos. Cristiano Ronaldo. Real Madrid keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. James Rodriguez. And it's Martial. Now it's Memphis Depay. Toni Kroos. Plays it out to the wing. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Real Madrid have a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. And we hit half-time. To look back on the first 45 minutes.
Look, this match promised goals and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.